He reaches toward the wall and turns the small night light on. The light is already there. It always is. Soft, dim, unmoving. The room does not change when it glows. The shadows only shift slightly, settling into corners that no longer feel sharp. He lowers himself back down slowly. The mattress receives his weight without sound. His breathing stays even, almost careful, as if not to disturb something fragile in the air. The night light hums faintly. It does not flicker. It does not brighten. It simply remains. His hand rests on his chest for a moment. Then it slides down to his side. He keeps his eyes open, watching the pale circle on the wall. Nothing in the room asks anything of him. The night light has been turned on this way for a long time. Always at the same hour. Always with the same small reach of his fingers. He never rushes it. Some nights he turns it on before lying down. Some nights after. Tonight it was after. The air feels still. Not heavy. Not empty. Just still. He shifts once under the blanket and then becomes quiet again. The fabric settles around his shoulders. The pillow holds the shape of his head without resistance. The light remains where it is. A small, steady presence against the dark. His breathing deepens slightly, then steadies. The ceiling above him is barely visible, washed in the soft glow. He keeps his eyes open longer than necessary. The night light does not move closer. It does not move away. It holds its place. He watches it as if it might change. It never does. His fingers twitch once, as if remembering another motion. They rest again on the blanket. The room carries no sound beyond his breathing and the faint current inside the wall. The night light stays on. It has stayed on like this every night. His eyes begin to grow heavy, but he keeps them open a little longer. The room feels safe enough to close his eyes, but he has not closed them yet. The night light stays on. He lies on his back and listens to the quiet around it. The quiet is soft tonight. It does not press against him. His breathing falls into a slow rhythm. In, out, in, out. The light does not change. Every night follows the same shape. He reaches. He turns it on. He lies down. He watches. Some nights he keeps one hand above the blanket. Some nights both hands rest under it. Tonight one hand remains outside, fingers slightly curled toward the faint glow. He does not speak. The room holds its breath with him. The night light hums in a way that is almost too small to notice. He notices it anyway. He always does. There was a time when the light stayed off. Darkness used to fill the corners without interruption. Now the small circle of yellow rests on the wall each night. Steady and patient, he shifts to his side, facing the glow directly. The blanket gathers at his shoulder. His eyes trace the outline of the light, then drift just beyond it. He waits for something he does not name. The waiting is quiet. It has no sharp edges. Some nights he reaches toward the empty space beside him before turning the light on. Tonight he did not. Tonight his hand moved straight to the switch. The rhythm continues. Breathing. Stillness. The faint hum. The night light remains the same size. The same color. The same distance from his face. He blinks slowly. His body knows this routine. The light means the night will pass gently. It means he will not wake in complete darkness. He exhales longer this time. The room does not answer. The night light keeps shining. The night light stays where it is. He turns onto his other side, facing away from it. The glow presses softly against his back, outlining his shoulder through the blanket. His eyes remain open. The room feels slightly larger in the dark spaces beyond the light, as if the corners have stretched farther away. He adjusts the pillow once. Then again, the mattress shifts under him and becomes still. There was a time when the night felt different, when darkness was shared, when breathing in the room did not belong to only one body. He does not turn toward the light. His hand moves across the sheet beside him. Slow. Careful. It stops before reaching the edge. The fabric is cool. He leaves his hand there for a moment, palm resting flat as if measuring the emptiness without looking at it. The night light hums faintly behind him. He swallows once. Some nights, he tells himself he will not turn it on. He will let the room stay dark the way it used to. He will let his eyes adjust. But when the dark becomes too wide, his arm reaches out on its own. His fingers find the switch without hesitation. The light never resists him. It never refuses. He shifts again, this time on his back. The glow returns to the edge of his vision. He watches it from the corner of his eye, not directly. The ceiling above him looks pale and distant. He blinks. There is a voice that used to move softly in this room at night. Not loud. Not constant. Just enough to fill the spaces between breaths. He does not picture a face. He does not form a name. His chest rises. Falls. The night light remains unchanged. Steady. Predictable. He studies the faint circle on the wall, as if it could hold something more than light. It does not. His fingers curl slightly into the blanket. He keeps watching. The room stays quiet. The night light continues to glow. He does not turn away from it now. His eyes rest on the pale circle as if it has always been enough. As if it was always meant to be there. His breathing slows further. The space between each breath grows longer. Gentler. The room no longer feels stretched. The corners settle back into themselves. He shifts once more. A small movement of his shoulder, then becomes still again. The blanket rises and falls in a quiet rhythm. There was a time when he listened for another breath in the dark. A pause that matched his. A soft turning of fabric beside him. The nightlight was not needed then. Now it stands in that place without moving. Without offering anything more than its small, steady presence. He studies it less carefully. His gaze softens. The memory of shared darkness passes through him like a faint draft. It does not stay. It does not ask to be held. His hand moves once toward the empty side of the bed. It does not search. It simply rests there for a moment. Then it returns to his own side. The night light hums in the wall. Constant. Untroubled. He exhales slowly. The light does not change when his eyes begin to close. It is not dim. It does not brighten. It remains. His eyelids lower halfway. Then fully. The room keeps its quiet shape around him. The night light continues to glow in the dark, steady and unchanged, as his breathing drifts into sleep. Not every day needs meaning. Some days only need to exist. Quietly. Without purpose. If you're listening in a calm moment, nothing more is required.